The Grammy nominees, they are out, and the Black Keys and Ocean are leading the way. I just have one question. Where's Psy of Gangnam Style? I don't know. John Jurgensen, though, he's our entertainment reporter. He should have all the answers for us. He's joining us right now from Maplewood, New Jersey. Hey there, John.
Hey there.
Psy, I got to ask you up front, was he even a contender?
Well, I think by the time February rolls around, maybe Psy might be kind of fading from the picture. That's when the Grammys are going to be awarded. He's definitely more of a viral phenomenon, I think, than an established phenomenon, which is what the Grammys are.
He'll just be counting his dollars, I suppose. All right, let's talk about who the actual nominees were. There wasn't really like a big Adele standout, but the love was kind of spread around a lot of folks. Who got the sort of biggest and the most amount of nominations?
Well, I think probably the headline artist who's getting a lot of the attention is Frank Ocean, an R&B soul singer-songwriter who just made a really unique album in his debut, Channel Orange, and I think he's going to get a lot of the attention and is a good contender. The Black Keys, a kind of real meat and potatoes rock and roll band, are up for a couple awards, up high. You have some traditional strong contenders in Jay-Z and Kanye West, for example. They're up high in the total number of nominations. But in terms of the top level of nominations, it's really kind of a mixed bag, and it always stands to disappoint some people. For the real pop lovers, Justin Bieber apparently got snubbed. Right. For more of the traditionalists, Bruce Springsteen is not in the top category. So I mean, it really kind of shows how music is kind of a scattered marketplace, and a lot of tastes are really represented up top.
Let's walk through some of the folks who are not disappointed, those ones who actually did get nominated. Record of the year: Black Keys, Kelly Clarkson, just to name a few. Taylor Swift, Gautier. Who are you picking among these as one of the leading contenders?
Well, I think for We Are Young by Fun could be a strong contender. I mean, that song was just really ever present. It was everywhere, and it's a good, strong anthem. Taylor Swift, you can't count her out, of course. She's been a big winner for many years past. Kelly Clarkson also is a strong one too in there, and you also see Frank Ocean in that one, but I don't think he might win that one.
All right, Frank Ocean also on Album of the Year. Very quickly, remind us, what's the difference between Record of the Year, Album of the Year? People are always asking.
Always a confusing one. Excuse me. Record of the Year is for the recording. Excuse me. So the song itself. Song of the Year is for the songwriting. So for the composer, so to speak, of the song. That's Song of the Year.
All right, and now Album of the Year: Frank Ocean, Jack White, Fun. How do you handicap that category?
Well, Frank Ocean, as I said, could be an interesting case to watch. I mean, he had a real distinctive style. He has a personal story that got a lot of attention. He came out in a way that said he has a same-sex relationship. That came right out when the album came out. So he generated a lot of attention. And Jack White, though, is a real kind of beloved artist in the Grammy world. The Black Keys, though, have really come on strong. I mean, in the past few years, they've been a surprising commercial success story and sort of a torchbearer for rock and roll, which you don't necessarily see it's a very heavy rock year in terms of the nominations, and you don't necessarily see that in the charts. I mean, the charts are so dominated by pop, and pop has kind of been pushed to the side in some of these top nominations.
Now, Song of the Year, Ed Sheeran in this, you interviewed him recently for our WSJ Cafe series, and he played the A-Team. He's in there.
That's right. Yeah, he's in there for Song of the Year, so as a songwriter, he's represented. Let's see who else is in the Song of the Year.
Kelly Clarkson.
Call Me Maybe, which is an interesting one. Since it's for songwriting, Call Me Maybe is another ever-present pop anthem, but that you would think that'd be more of a Record of the Year, but here is for Song of the Year, so that's another familiar one as well.
All right, and finally, we got one last category: Pop Vocal Album. Tell us about that.
The Pop Vocal Album, let's see. Let's see.
Pink is in there, Maroon 5, Kelly Clarkson, Fun, Florence and the Machine. I mean, that's a big category. Anybody that you think is more strongly positioned to take the prize, John?
Well, again, I think Fun is one of those bands. I think with the Grammys, it's always an interesting mix between celebrating the new in music and celebrating the veterans. And I think Fun is one of those bands who could really come through in that category. Maroon 5, though, you can't deny how successful they've been in this past year, when some of the other sort of slightly older pop singers have had trouble breaking through and staying on top. Their pop singles have been huge and really kind of dominant, so they could be a real favorite there as well.
All right, John Jurgensen, we've got you on the record now, my friend. We're going to come back to you when the winners. We're going to just see how good you are. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.